The boy looks away in shock. A girl stands by the bridge and tries to end herself. He approaches her slowly, but doesn't stop her behavior. Instead, he climbs up and stands next to her as well, even making the dangerous move of taking one foot off the ground. She knows the boy is trying to dissuade her in this way. Ever since the girl's sister lost her life protecting her in a car accident, she has been depressed all day. Ever since the boy found out about it, he has the desire to save the girl. When she is late for class and makes a fool, the boy deliberately pushes the table over to get the attention of the classmates, and she is amused by his humorous remarks. And he will often think of this warm smile in the future, but she doesn't need anyone to be her friend, so she is indifferent to the boy's approaches. The boy invites her to team up with him to finish the assignment. At first, she refuses him, but she has no choice. She has to finish it, so she takes the initiative to find him, but makes it clear that they are not allowed to drive. So they ride their bikes to the countryside. The boy keeps showing himself to make her laugh. He comes to her in the middle of the night and takes her out. The girl gradually opens up and tells him about her sister. The changes she makes are seen by her parents. They feel relieved. Even the girl gradually overcomes her fear of cars with the boy's encouragement. They have a very happy time. The girl becomes cheerful, but she does not realize that something is wrong with the boy. Suddenly, on this day, the boy disappears, and even his best friends don't know where he has gone. Hearing their words, she learns that she doesn't know him at all.
Somebody's gone for a day, like maybe 2, but he always turns up.
They even say that as his friend. She must get used to this, but when the girl gets home, she finds the boy at home talking to her parents. She angrily questions him about where he's been and why he hasn't answered the messages. Then he pulls open the door of his car. It's filled with all sorts of flowers. The girl is instantly in a much better mood. They come to the lake. He says that there is a force at the center of the bottom of the lake that can pull them to the other world, so they jump one after the other. After getting to shore, she sees the scars on the boy, but he says nothing and jumps into the lake again. But this time, he does not surface for a long time. The girl panics and jumps in to look for him, only to find that the boy is just joking with her. She gets angry.
Where do you go when you disappear? Tell me something real about you, or I'm leaving.
It turns out that he has suffered domestic abuse from his father since he was a child. Later they pour their hearts out in an abandoned train car, but accidentally miss the time and don't get home. Until the next morning, her parents are furious. The boy starts to become agitated, feeling it's all his fault. Finally calmed down the mood, but is called a freak by his classmate, and lets her don't play with him. He couldn't control himself again. A few days later, she comes to the boy's home and tries to comfort him, but he refuses her help. She eventually leaves in disappointment. However, when she remembers that he didn't give up on her even in her most desperate moments, and now that he's missing again, she thinks of the lake that they had been to together. However, by the time she gets there, it's too late.
Oh, no!